Delegates, you can
Okay.
put it in the chat box if you're present.
Yes, all of those who missed their attendance, just put it in the chat box. Madam Repeater, please note them down. Okay, fine. First of all, welcome everyone. Now the floor is open and I formally open this conference and I declare this conference to be open. Now we are looking for the motion to begin with the GSL speeches. You have to raise your hand to raise a motion to begin with the GSL speeches. Yes, delegate of China followed by delegate of Afghanistan. Delegate of China followed by delegate of Afghanistan.
Thank Executive Board for a recognition. Permission of EB, the delegate of People's Republic of China, motions to enter formal debate and establish the GSL, that is General Speakers List.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Yes, delegate of Afghanistan, your motion, please.
I am seconding the motion raised.
Thank you so much. Yes, delegate of Bahrain, you have your hands raised. Delegate of Bahrain, you are recognized. Yes, ma'am, delegate of Bahrain. Okay, no problem. Okay. Yes, delegate of China, why have you raised your hand, please?
Point of parliamentary inquiry, what's the quorum? What is the majority?
Yes, just a second. I'll let you know in the chat box once I have all the other data with me. First of all, we will vote upon the motion raised by delegate of China, which is seconded by delegate of Afghanistan. All those who are in favor to begin with GSLs, please raise your hands. We need majority for this motion, delegates, because it is a requirement. Please raise your hands who are in favor with the motion raised by delegate of China. That is to begin with the GSL speeches. Yes, delegates, we are waiting for the majority. Delegates, you have to highly vote for this motion raised. No problem looking at the inactiveness of the delegates. I believe that by the discretion of the executive board, we will begin with the GSL speeches, no problem. Fine. Now we are looking for the motion. Delegates, slow down your hands. Now we are looking forward to recognize the speakers for GSL speeches. Please raise your hands. I'll note them down. Delegates, raise your hands. I'm recognizing the speakers for GSL speeches. Delegate of Afghanistan, you're recognized.
Delegates, kindly
Followed
lower
by,
your hand once you're recognized.
yes. Followed by UK, you're recognized. Afterwards, delegate of Norway, you're recognized. Norway, please rename yourself. Yes. Followed by, we have Togo, you're recognized. Followed by delegate of China, you're recognized. Followed by Switzerland, you're also recognized. Then we have delegate of Haiti, you're recognized. Any other delegates who wish to be recognized, just raise your hands. Last call out. Who wish to speak in the GSL? It is highly recommended. Okay, seeing none, we may proceed forward with the delegate of Afghanistan. Sir, you have the floor for the next 90 seconds. Please begin.
Thank you, Executive Board and esteemed delegates. As the representative of the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan, we stand here today at the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change which is the Conference of Parties 2030, deeply committed to addressing the pressing challenges of environmental degradation, climate change through the lens of green economics and sustainable development. And I would like to stick into a limited arena of topic due to the time constraint and the comprehensiveness of the agenda. So, therefore, guided by the principle enshrined in the UNFCCC, Afghanistan reaffirms its unwavering commitment to fostering comprehensive green economic policies that prioritize the well-being of our people and the protection of our natural environment. Despite the myriad challenges as we face as a nation emerging from conflict, we recognize the imperative of catalyzing the transition towards inclusive and resilient economies that promote sustainable production and consumption patterns, foster green finance and investment, and unlock new opportunities for economic growth and prosperity. In this regard, Afghanistan is fully committed to embracing the mainstreaming smart city planning principles and innovative urban solutions that leverage cutting edge technologies, including artificial intelligence, to optimize resource utilizations, enhance urban resilience, and promote social cohesion and inclusivity in our rapidly urbanizing landscapes. By investing in sustainable infrastructure, renewable energy, and effective transport systems, we can create cities that serve as models of sustainability and resilience for the entire region. Furthermore, Afghanistan recognizes the transformative potential of artificial intelligence and digital technologies in bolstering environmental protection efforts, enhancing climate
Delegate of
resilience, and
Afghanistan, you have exhausted your time.
if I'm allowed to conclude,
Yes,
Please
sir.
go ahead.
Please conclude.
yes. In conclusion, we call upon all the parties to UNFCCC and relevant stakeholders to look into this matter and derive rational solutions. Thank you.
Thank you so much. As a delegate of Afghanistan stands as the host nation for this particular agenda, as the executive board, I would request at least 1 or 2 POIs from your side, delegates. I'm recognizing POI at least for the delegate of Afghanistan. Yes, delegate, please raise your hand if you wish to ask POI. Yes, delegate of China, followed by delegate of Barbados. Yes, delegate of China. Delegate of China.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
you're recognized.
Thank you, Executive Board, for your recognition. So, Delegate of Afghanistan, you have mentioned in your speech about green economics. Sir, are you aware of the fact that according to a World Bank report in 2020, Afghanistan's renewable energy sector remains largely untapped with limited investment and inadequate policy frameworks, hindering the development of solar, wind, hydroelectric power projects. This is how your limited investments in green economics of your own country. Justification needed, sir.
Yes,
Executive Board, am I allowed to answer?
of course, sir. Yes.
Uh, China, are you aware that I am representing the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan and not the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan? And even though we are in an instability in the governmental matters, we are called upon the nations today in the mode of the COP30 to discuss and to resolve the issues that is being raised. And to just comment on what is happening in Afghanistan, knowing that the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan is not in government, is not quite logical, I believe.
Thank you so much, sir. Delegate of China, I suppose your concern is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. Delegate of Barbados, please wrap it up. Delegate of Barbados, you were recognized for a POI. Okay, no problem. Seeing no response, we will move forward to our next speaker. Thank you so much, Delegate of Afghanistan. Yes, Delegate of UK, you have the floor for the next 90 seconds.
Hello.
Please begin forward. Delegate of UK. Yes, Delegate of UK, you have the floor.
Yes. The UK particularly well for. Yes.
Just a second.
Thank you.
Delegate, I believe.
The UK performed particularly well for climate policy and had overall API score of 77. The second part in the world, the United Kingdom earned praise for slashing greenhouse gas. For
Delegate of UK. Delegate of UK. Please check your network. Please check your network.
and sanitation. There are about 8.8 thousand.
Delegate, please check your internet connection. It's not stable enough.
Delegate of UK, strongly suggest you to check your network connection and please connect back to us, okay? Yes, moving forward, I suppose Delegate of UK have some technical issues. Delegate of Norway, you have the floor for the next 90 seconds. Please move forward. Delegate of Norway.
Oh. Thank you, Executive Board, for affording me this opportunity. The Norway country has its own national plan in conformity with COP30 agenda, and it regards the 2030 agenda with its 17 sustainable development goals as a transformative globe roadmap for our national and international efforts aimed at eradicating the challenges faced by one and all around the globe regarding the environmental degradation, climate change, like the tsunamis, cyclones, flash floods. Recently, we have witnessed the same as in Dubai, landslides, avalanches, cloud bursting, heavy rain, floods, and many more faced by climate changes, while protecting these planetary boundaries and promoting prosperity, peace, and justice. It is a universal agenda to which all the countries and relevant stakeholders must contribute. As for the crucial area of climate change, national follow-up of the Paris Agreement will constitute a main basis for the action. Norway is committed in reducing the emissions by at least 40% by 2030 compared with 1990 level. Norway is engaged in a dialogue in joint fulfillment of 2030 commitment with EU. Norway has been quite active in addressing the challenges climate change and promoting sustainable development goals through various initiatives and policies like renewable energies, electric vehicles, framing climate policies that reducing the greenhouse emission at least by of 50% by 2030 compared to its 1990 level, climate financing, sustainable development goals, green economy, and international cooperation. Thank you, Executive Board. If any questions, please.
Thank you so much, sir. We would ensure that whether if time constraints. Yes, Madam Reputer, whether the delegate has exhausted their time.
Yes, the delegate of Norway has exhausted the time.
Thank you so much. But seeing the inactive participation of the delegates, I would ensure that at least one POI is there with maximum of the speakers we are having in GSL. So yes, I'm allowing one POI for the delegate of Norway. Any other delegates apart from Afghanistan or China? Yes, delegates wishing to ask question to delegate of Norway. Okay, delegate of Afghanistan, you're recognized.
Thank you, Executive Board. My question to the delegate of Norway is that we have arrived to COP30 from a series of COP conferences. So, in your speech, you have mentioned on implementations of, many plans. But my question is very simple: whether you want a change in the existing provisions or guidelines, or you're here to suggest new guidelines or provisions for this conference.
Yes, delegate of Norway.
Very well, from the delegate of the Afghanistan. I would like to answer your question. As far as the plan which has been proposed in the Paris agreement, in a Paris agreement, to reduce our greenhouse emission and to uh, and to prohibit the degradation activities which are actually causing harm to our environment. That should be done by our green economies and through our sustainable development goals, as well as framing some climate policies, bringing some electric vehicles as well. But I also want to add a point, like we can also save our environment and the conditions of climate change with the help of AIs. So we should, being a all member countries, we should also introduce these the AI concepts or the AI technology, so that we could restrict these conditions which are degrading our environment. Yes, Mr. Delegate of Afghanistan.
Thank you so much, delegate of Norway. Delegate of Afghanistan, I hope that satisfies your question.
Executive Board, can I have a follow-up for the benefit of the committee?
Granted.
Yes, Delegate, I understand that artificial intelligence is a new implementation. So my question is basically simple. I just need a short answer for this. Whether you are here to implement existing provisions or to suggest or to introduce new provisions or guidelines to the existing Paris Agreement. That is what I'm saying. Whether you want to update it or you want to implement it more. Like that's my question.
I want
Yes.
an updated suggestion for the prevention of climate change and the environmental degradation activities.
Okay, thank you so much, delegates. Moving forward to the next speaker, we have Delegate of Togo, you're recognized. Please move forward. You have the floor for the next 90 seconds.
Thank you. The delegate of Togo wishes to bring attention towards the country of Togo, which is a country in West Africa, Gulf of Guinea, which is facing tremendous impact due to climate change. As per climate classification, we come under the dry and tropical category, and we face problems from violent winds, coastal erosions, poor rainfall distributions, and this climate change is a glaring problem not only across the world but also in Togo. We are one of the most poorest countries of the world, with 70% rural households are below poverty line. Our urbanization, though, is increasing, but then we are likely to impact the environment, because the cost of development is on like in various sectors, from agriculture, water, energy, health, coastal zones, is likely to impact the world. So we need to take certain steps for collaborative efforts and for attaining the sustainable development goals all together, as they are all correlative, and along with their 169 targets to achieve to address this problem of climate change. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Madam Repeater, please tell us the time.
Delegate of Togo, you have 25 seconds left. How would you like to yield it?
Before proceeding forward,
Yeah,
I would
I
like
can
to,
yield it.
yes, would you like to yield it to delegate?
I can yield it for a point of inquiries, if any.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, any point of information, delegates? We are recognizing, let us take 3 point of informations for the time. Yes, we are recognizing delegates who wish to ask POI to delegate of Togo. Seeing none, delegate of Barbados, you are recognized. That's it.
Thank you, Executive Board, for giving me this opportunity. I would like to question the delegate of Togo about the what are the international what are the main highlights international conferences that the delegate that the country of uh, Togo uh, Togo achieved from the year from last years regarding the climate change. Can she highlights about these countries,
Okay,
these
thank you so much, Delegate.
conferences?
Yes, yes, I get it. Delegate of Togo, I hope the question is clear and passed on to you.
Thank
Yes,
you,
Delegate.
Delegate. There are a lot of conferences at the ministerial level as well as being part of the United Nations. We have been attending. We are also part of various global networks, and we also encourage our civil societies for indulging into conferences where we can attain certain uh, steps which could be helpful in addressing the issues present in this COP30.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Delegate of Barbados, I hope that satisfies your question.
Yes, yes. Thank you, delegate of Togo.
Thank you so much, delegates. Seeing the hand raised by Delegate of Norway, do you have the POI? Yes, Delegate of Norway, go ahead. That's it.
Thank you, Executive Board.
Yes, Delegate of Norway.
Uh, a coastal country. So I just want to ask you, what are the uh, steps taken by your country uh, in order to save our Earth from such climate changes?
Okay, thank you so much, Delegate. Delegate of Togo, please answer.
Delegate of Norway, as mentioned in the as mentioned by me, that the country is taking steps for achieving development, and for us, climate change, though, is a glaring thing to be kept in mind. But then for us, development is more important because we are a poverty stricken country, and the steps that presently we are trying to take is working towards green technology, soil, like we are going for soil preservation, and we are also talking about the various species that are extinct, on the verge of extinction in our country. But our focus has been more on development, and accordingly, we would want this uh, to be taken on board.
Thank you so much, Delegate. Delegate of Norway, whether it satisfies your question.
Thank you for the information given by the delegate of Togo. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, now we may proceed forward with the next delegate. Delegate of China, you have the floor for the next 90 seconds. Move forward.
Thank you, Abhi. Esteemed delegates, the People's Republic of China prioritizes collaborative efforts to address global environmental challenge. We actively partner with UNEP in critical areas, that is green economic development. China champions a sustainable economic model that integrates long-term environmental health into economic growth strategies. We also partner with UNEP in smart and sustainable cities, harnessing artificial intelligence, intellectual property, and technology transfer. Our investments in renewable, that in 2020 China was the world leader in renewable energy capacity with over 280 gigawatts GW of new solar and wind power installation. China remains steadfast in its commitment to achieving the sustainable development goals also, and it integrating environmental considerations into international agreements. Together, let's work a more sustainable future for our planet. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Madam Repeater, the time, please.
The delegate has 25 seconds to yield.
Yes, Delegate of China, how would you like to yield the time?
Yield to POIs.
Okay, thank you so much. All the delegates who wish to ask POIs to delegate of China, raise your hands. Other delegates, please be active as well. You are also the delegates. You have to contribute well. Okay, fine, seeing none. We will proceed forward with delegate of...
Madam Chair, with your
No, no,
permission,
no.
the executive.
Yes, I can see the hands raised. I'm expecting from other delegates. That's what I meant. Just don't speak in between other delegates. Yes, Madam Repeater, you had something to speak.
Yes, the executive board would like to raise a
Yes.
point of information to China.
Ma'am, first of all, it would be better if we entertain other delegates, then we may proceed forward, right?
Sure.
Okay, delegate of Chile, you're recognized, followed by delegate of Togo and delegate of Barbados. That's it. Yes, delegate of Chile, you're recognized. Yes, delegates. Fine. Delegate of Barbados, you're recognized.
Thank you, Executive Board, for giving me this opportunity. I would like to ask a question to the delegate of China that what are the main challenges related to climate changes which your country is facing right now or right in past?
Okay, thank you so much. So yes, delegate of China, please answer
May
the
I
question.
answer? May I answer?
Yes.
Yeah, delegate we have faced many challenges about economics, about finance, about smart city planning very earlier. But we have managed them by taking many steps. Like we launched Shenzhen Smart Grid in 2010. In 2016, China also launched world's first green bond exchange in Shanghai to promote financing for environmentally friendly projects. And we have done many steps. We have taken many steps for our problems.
Thank you so much, delegate of China. Delegate of Barbados, I hope that satisfies your question.
Uh, but I would like my question is another that what are the challenges you
Delegate, wait. You have to ask for plead to follow up. Then begin. Okay. Just say plead to follow up and begin your question.
sorry can I plead to forward?
Yes.
I would like to ask to delegate of China that my question is about what are the challenges related to climate change your country is facing right now. So can you please answer me again?
Ma'am, may
Delegate of China, just wrap it up in a very short answer. Okay.
I?
Yes.
Yeah. See, sir, actually, we are not facing like that big challenges right now in our country, and there were many challenges faced by China in past, but we have taken many steps for that. Precisely.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much. Yes, that's it. Fair enough. No problem. Delegate of Togo, you're recognized for POI.
Delegate of China is requested to further elucidate the collaborative efforts that they mentioned in their speech that they have taken for addressing the climate change.
Yes, delegate of China.
Yeah. Okay, so just a minute. Okay, so what I have said in my speech, I will just elaborate. Uh, just a minute.
Yes, delegate of
Yeah,
China.
I have said about yeah. I have said about green economic development. Actually, ma'am, China has set a target to reach peak carbon emissions by to around 2030 by the year 2030 and achieve carbon neutrality by 2060. And we are investing heavily in solar and wind power plants to reduce reliance on fossil fuels to have a green economic development.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Yes, delegate of Togo, I hope that satisfies your question.
Uh, as such, no. If I can further clarify the question was what efforts they have
Just a
already
second.
taken, collaborate, collaborate.
Yes. I got it. But before proceeding forward, all the delegates noted down that if you want to further clarify the question and you're not satisfied, you have to say please to follow up. Please to follow up, okay? For now, yes. Delegate of
I
China, please.
plead.
Yes, I got the
Ma'am, can
point.
you please
Delegate of
repeat?
Togo.
Yeah, ma'am, can you please repeat your question?
Just a second.
With permission of
Just
the
a second.
chair, can I?
Yes. I'll note it down to delegate of China. That she is asking what efforts have delegate of China taken collaboratively when it comes to climate change. You have to elaborate on them. Collaboratively. That is a point.
Oh, fine. I understand. Okay, so ma'am, we have done many things like we have invested in renewables for green economics. I have said about green finance. Now come to smart city planning. We come Shenzhen smart grid. Also, ma'am, we have in 2018, Alibaba, Chinese tech company, launched an AI system called City Brain that uses camera and sensor to monitor air quality in real time, allowing for quicker responses to pollution spikes. We have also done AI for green innovation in 2021. We have also make China's 14th 5-year plan to 2021 to 2025. These all are steps taken by China for environmental protection. I hope it
Thank you so much,
satisfies.
delegate. Yes. Delegate, I hope that satisfies your question. Yes, delegate of Togo. Still, whether if you're not satisfied with the question, I request you that you move forward with the chat box, okay? Fine. Now, the executive board is looking forward for the motions. Please raise your hands if you have any further motions. Most expectedly, board caucuses. Yes, all those who have their hands raised, I suppose they have motions. Fine. I recognize delegate of second. Delegate of Barbados, followed by delegate of Afghanistan, followed by delegate of China, followed by delegate of Norway. Just a second, I'll note it down. Yes, delegate of Barbados, you're recognized for your motion first. Please go forward. Yes, delegate of Barbados, please go forward with your motion. What motion do you have?
Thank you, Executive, for giving me this opportunity. I would like to raise a motion related to the climate issue, uh, climate issue on climate issues for the countries who are which are located near the coastlines.
Okay, see, delegate. That is not a proper format to raise your mod caucus. You're raising the motion for mod caucus, right? Wait, I suppose some delegates are not clear. I'll just speak it in brief. You have to raise a motion for mod caucus. Mod caucus basically is the sub agenda of the actual agenda we have. For example, great sub agenda suggested by delegate of Barbados, to be honest, that is discussing solutions for countries in the coastal regions, coastline regions, right? So you have to frame it in a sentence like, thank you, Executive Board, for your recognition. The delegate of Barbados would like to raise a motion to begin with mod caucus, with the agenda being whatever you said. Okay, reframe it in a proper sentence. I request Delegate of Barbados to whatever agenda they have, submit it in the chat box. Okay, submit it in the chat box, so we will vote upon it later. I hope that Delegate of Barbados is clear.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yes,
Executive.
just submit your agenda in the chat box. Yes, Delegate of Afghanistan, you were recognized next.
Yeah, with the prior permission of the executive board, the delegate of Afghanistan would like to raise a motion to suspend formal debate and move into a moderated caucus on the topic balancing economic growth with environmental protection, strategies for sustainable development in smart cities, with total speaking time of 15 minutes and individual speaker time of 1 minute, which is 60 seconds.
Thank you so much, Delegate. Appreciate it. Yes, you may just submit your agenda in the chat box. We'll vote upon it later. Delegates, please note down the moderated caucus agendas given. Okay. Yes, followed by Delegate of China. Please move forward with your motion.
Thank you, Executive Board, for your recognition. By the prior permission of EB, the delegate of China would like to raise a motion to formal debate and to enter into an unmoderated caucus for a time period of 10 minutes.
Unmoderated caucus. May I
For
know,
the time
Delegate,
10,
for what purpose? Yes, for what purpose do you require unmoderated caucus?
ma'am, I think, ma'am, actually, ma'am, no one has been like suggested their ideas for moderated caucus, and truly speaking, we have not decided any moderated caucus till yet. So we have to decide a nice topic for that, and then we will have a moderated caucus.
Okay, no problem, but it was highly suggested for mod caucus. No problem. We will still vote upon this motion raised. Appreciated, Delegate of China. Is followed by Delegate of Norway. Please move forward with your motion. Delegate of Norway. Yes, Delegate of Norway, whether you have any motion. And as other delegates would have recognized or noticed as well, that two of the delegates which just spoke their motion right now, they use suspend the formal debate. You can also use this clause for the more betterment and consensus of the conference. However, you can also use the statement and format which I gave you as well. No problem, right? Okay, Delegate of Norway, seeing no response. Yes, Delegate of Barbados, you have raised your hand. Yes, Delegate of Barbados, to what point?
I
Okay, no problem.
forwarded
Yes. Please proceed forward. You have forwarded your agenda to the chat box. That is what you meant to say, I believe.
yes, I'm here.
Yes.
Point
Okay.
of parliamentary inquiry.
Yes, Delegate of Togo.
Togo also requests to be recognized by the executive board as had raised my hand.
Yes, for the motion purpose, right? Yes. Okay, no problem. As no response is being noticed by Delegate of Norway. Delegate of Togo, followed by Delegate of Chile. I suppose they have raised their hand as well. Okay, Delegate of Togo, followed by Delegate of Chile. That's it.
Delegate of Togo requests that the motion wishes to raise a motion for suspending the GSI list for the time being and move into a moderated caucus for 15 minutes with 1 minute each for per speaker on the agenda of green future.
The agenda is green future. You have to reframe it, Delegate. The two words cannot only be the mod caucus topic, right? Just
With
reframe your
steps
agenda.
that with prior permission of the executive board, I rephrase it as steps to be taken for achieving green future.
Fine, no problem. Just post it in the chat box. I would strongly suggest Delegate of Togo to, alter your total time, because I believe that 12 minutes is not, it will be too long. I believe that at least 8 to 10 minutes are sufficient time because looking at the activeness and participation. Okay,
Madam
just
Chair,
I'll iterate in the chat box. Yes.
I believe the delegate of Spain has risen the hand.
Okay, no problem. Delegate of Spain. Yes. Okay, fine. Okay, I believe that Delegate of Chile, you are also recognized. Delegate of Togo, I request you that you post your motion in the chat box, okay? Delegate of Chile, whether you have any motion? Yes, Delegate of Chile. Okay, no problem. All the delegates who raised their motion, please post your motions in the chat box. By that time, I give you only 2 minutes to post your motions in the chat box, okay? By that time, Madam Computer, I believe you had a question to ask to a particular delegate. Please move forward. Yes, Madam
Thank you,
Repeater.
Madam Chair. My point of information is to the delegate of China.
Yes,
The
Delegate of
question.
China. Please unmute yourself.
Hello, hello,
Yes.
hello.
Delegate of China, you have claimed that you are not facing any bigger issues or challenges that are to be addressed. Yet, as per the statistics, in 2022, China has been the biggest emitter of carbon dioxide,
Huh?
and it is a part of world's top
पता
5
दिया
largest polluters.
ये नहीं पता
Okay.
जितना बता था उसके बाद किया था
Delegate of
लैपटॉप
Barbados, can you please mute your mic?
Delegate
May
of
I answer?
Barbados, mute your mic. Yes,
Hello,
Delegate of China. Delegate of China, you are yes.
hello.
Yes. Delegate of China, my question to you is, being a part of world's 5 largest polluters, apart from the prospective measures, what have you already implemented since the time of COVID?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. May I answer, Chair? May I answer?
Yes, please go
Hello.
ahead.
Thank you. Okay, so ma'am, you are saying that our country is in top 5 polluters. Ma'am, see, our country is our country is in top 2 populous country population, top 2 in population. And ma'am, our country have been taken many steps for this type of problems, like China's 14th 5-year plan, that is 2021 to 2025. This National Economic and Social Development Plan outlines ambitious goals for reducing carbon emissions, controlling air and water pollution, and protecting our superspecies biodiversity. Hope you are clear. Hello.
Yes, Madam Repeater, I hope the
Hello.
answer is clear to you.
Yes,
Hello.
Madam Chair.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, Delegate of China, you are audible and we are clear with your answer. Thank you so much.
Okay, fine.
Okay, now we may proceed forward with the voting. We have 4 motions raised. Delegate of China, you also post it up if you had unmod for 10 minutes. Okay, it
Just a
would be
minute.
better for the
Just a minute.
content.
Yeah, I was
Yes,
actually answering that question, so I wasn't able to. I will post right now.
no problem. No problem. Delegate of Belgium is present. Madam Repeater, please note it down. Now we move forward with the voting session. First of all, we will vote for the motion raised by Delegate of Barbados, that is discussing on the measures related to climate change in coastal countries. I repeat, discussing on the measures related to climate change in coastal countries for total speaker time of 10 minutes and per speaker being 60 seconds. All those who are in favor, raise your hands now. All those who are in favor, raise your hands now. All those who are in favor, raise your hands now. All those who are in favor, raise your hands now. All those who are in favor, raise your hands now. All those who are in favor, raise your hands now. All those who are in favor, raise your hands now. All those who are in favor, raise your hands now. All those who are in favor, raise your hands now. All those who are in favor, raise your hands now. All those who are in favor, raise your hands now. All those who are in favor, raise your hands now. All those who are in favor, raise your hands now. All those who are in favor, raise your hands now. All those who are in favor, raise your hands now. All those who are in favor, raise your hands now. All those who are in favor, raise your hands now. All those who are in favor, raise your hands now. All those who are in favor, raise your hands now. All those who are in favor, raise your hands now. All those who are in favor, raise your hands now. All those who are in favor, raise your hands now. All those who Yes, all those who are in favor with the motion raised by Delegate of Barbados, raise your hands. Last call out to the delegates. Okay, seeing only 3 hands, this motion clearly fails. Fine. We will now move forward with a motion raised by Delegate of Afghanistan. Just a second. Yes, the motion says balancing economic growth with environmental protection, that is strategies for sustainable development in smart cities. I repeat, balancing economic growth with environmental protection and strategies for sustainable development in smart cities. For total speaker time of 15 minutes and per speaker time being 60 seconds. All those who are in favor, just raise your hands. Yes, all those who are in favor with the motion raised by Delegate of Afghanistan. Last call out to the delegates. Okay, seeing none. Seeing only 4 hands raised, this motion also clearly fails. Other delegates, you have to be active. We need a moderated caucus and its consensus. Only 4 or 3 hands are raised. That is not how the committee works. Okay. Wait. Now we will move forward to the next mod caucus topic raised by delegate of. First, we will take all the mod caucuses and then we will proceed with unmod caucus. Okay. Delegate of Togo, they have raised their motion, that is their agenda being steps to be taken for achieving green future. I once again repeat, discussing on the steps to be taken for achieving green future for total timing 8 minutes and per speaker timing 60 seconds. Delegates who are in favor with the motion, please raise your hands now. Delegates who are in favor with the motion, we truly need high consensus for at least one more. Yes, delegates last call out to this motion. Seeing again only 4 hands, this motion also clearly fails. Highly disappointed, but now we have the last motion on the floor, that is having an unmod for 10 minutes as raised by delegate of China. Please raise your hands if you favor this motion. Delegates, raise your hands now. If you wish for an unmod for 10 minutes, this is the last motion we have on the floor. Yes, delegates.
Delegates, you need to raise hands for a simple majority.
Exactly.
Ma'am, what's the simple majority?
6 delegates.
Okay, fine.
Yes. Okay, once again, seeing only 4 hands raised. What we can do, of course, I'm highly disappointed by the mod caucus and their attempt. No, not by the mod caucuses, but by the activeness shown by the delegates. No problem. What we can do, we can have an unmod for at least 5 minutes within which you all come onto a consensus for the agenda for the next mod caucus, and then we will proceed forward. Okay, make sure that you have a reasonable and fair time with respect to the consensus we have for the time. And please make a relevant agenda so that it is helpful for you in the draft resolution as well. I request all the other delegates to discuss highly and actively in this mod caucus declared by the executive board. For the next 5 minutes, you're in unmod. Discuss well. Thank you.
So delegates, how many of you want to have a moderated caucus? Because without a moderated caucus, we cannot draft the draft resolution. Ultimately, the committee will go towards a failure. So if there's any moderated caucus topic, just raise your hands, or if you want to vote for an existing moderated caucus, please vote during the voting process. So if anybody has any idea, please come up with that. We have already come up. I have done it. China has done it, I believe. Then the delegates have done it in the chat box. They've done it. If there's any other suggestions, please post it in the chat box or let us know so that we can have a topic for the moderated caucus.
Delegates, I think that there should be at more topic to success this committee, not to be fail this committee. Delegate of Afghanistan. Hello.
Yes, China. Yes, China. Go ahead.
Yeah. I have one topic. Actually, I have two topics that I've posted in the group. First is harnessing the power of artificial intelligence for environmental protection on special emphasis on opportunities and challenges. This is first,
Okay.
and second is strategies for promoting green economics in developing nations, bridging the gap. I also
Delegate of
request everyone, just a minute, I request everyone to please post their ideas, share their ideas, and actively participate. If actively participate, this committee will gonna fail. I request
esteemed
everyone to actively
delegates,
participate.
can I,
Togo,
esteemed
yes, Togo.
delegates,
Yes.
esteemed delegates, I just wish to bring your attention to the topic posted by Delegate of Togo. It is a topic which is something which includes all the topics which are already being mentioned, as we are trying to move towards the solutions that we can have a green future. And it would include all the agendas which the other delegates want us to discuss during our mod caucus. So I would highly like recommend and request that we consider the same as one of the topics for mod caucus.
Delegate, listen.
I
Talking
have
about green future is again addressing the agenda. It's not going to bring anything. See, we have artificial intelligence in our agenda. We have international investment treaties provision where we have to talk about the inclusion of environmental protection. And therefore, green future is just one of the plain topics we can talk about and which can be done in the GSL already. If you're going to put that
We
in a moderated
just
caucus, one second.
yes.
Yeah, I'll complete. So if we're going to put that in a moderated caucus, of course we can all speak. But what we are going to achieve in the committee, it's going to be none. It's going to be nil. That's what I'm saying.
When we speak in the moderated caucus, we can include all the points of artificial intelligence, the international investment treaties that can be taken for all the collaborations that we can achieve for green future. It would include all the topics which we are already trying to mention. So it would give all of us a fair chance to bring in the points that we want to bring with that topic. That is my humble submission.
yes,
Okay. Do you
delegate of
consider changing your verbatim by any chance to just include every thing?
the
See, I have suggested two moderated caucus topic. The first one I already proposed in the committee, which ultimately failed. So it was about balancing economic growth with environmental protection, strategies for sustainable development in smart cities. I've covered almost one half of the agenda. Then in the second topic, which I have already proposed, it's there in the group. I covered the second half of the agenda. So if you're not even going to have one moderated caucus topic, then yeah, it's. I mean, we are already discussing, but I'm not sure whether delegates are going to vote for it. That's the problem here.
My humble submission to all the delegates is that the delegate of Afghanistan is himself confused as to which topic for moderated caucus is to be there, as he's already having two topics. So instead of getting confused, let's focus on one topic, which would include all the rest of the topics.
yes, the delegate of
Delegates, I
Togos
suggest
says right things. We have to forward it the moderated caucus of the delegate of Togo topic of delegate of Togos.
excuse me, delegate.
Yes, China, please.
I suggest that there shall be one moderated caucus topics on artificial intelligence.
Then how about see, we'll
Okay, so
directly
what
go
we
to the
can do
next
is,
part of the agenda then.
No, what we can do is we can mix artificial intelligence and green future wala.
Because we have intellectual property rights to be resolved, and what else? We have a lot to actually discuss, and we cannot just leave the entire agenda in question. That's my concern.
Okay, so what
Delegates,
can
you
we
have a remainder of one minute.
Sorry for interruption. I would like to highlight that the inclusion of intellectual property in the international treaty means most of the treaties now they have ignored that the impact of intellectual property. For example, transfer of technology, the patent. So if it is not included, so then we will face with the climate change issues, with the environmental protection. Then they say that it is covered by the TRIPS agreement and so on. So to protect the environment and run investment in international. So while you are drafting your treaties, that you remember that, okay, intellectual property because of the transfer of technology and recent development in case of the climate change, that should be considered. That's all. So please proceed.
Thank you,
so
sir.
much.
1
Wait,
second.
delegates.
Okay,
Delegates,
Chairperson.
we are over with the time.
EB, we just want 2 minutes more.
We'll come up
Fine.
with one topic unanimously. No,
No
I mean,
problem.
yeah.
No
Thank you.
problem.
Okay,
Two
so delegates,
minutes more. That's it.
yeah. Delegates, listen, what we can do is we can mix my artificial intelligence wala topic and that green future topic will be harnessing the power of artificial intelligence for environmental protection on special emphasizes on opportunities, challenges, and green future. Will that work?
Okay, so we'll put it like this way. Since we all spoke about
Can we
sustainability in our
phrase,
GSLs,
yeah.
let us have the role of artificial intelligence in environmental protection, and added to that, let us have intellectual property rights for environmental conservation, if that's okay with everybody.
Can I just phrase it so that it is more acceptable to all the delegates? With permission, I'll just phrase it in a manner. So we can phrase it in this way that the role of technology, which would include artificial technology, and we can also have things like the IPRs and how technology can be merged with IPRs and impact, like when we phrase it that way. So role of
Delegates,
technology
in that case, you
for
can add the
achieving
word,
green future.
sorry to
So
interrupt, in
that,
that case, you can add the word green technologies.
yes, we can do that.
Yes.
And then
So,
it would include topics of intellectual property rights. It would include investments. It would include artificial intelligence as well.
yes,
Please
delegate,
do it.
I'm okay. China?
So
Yeah,
we
yeah,
have reached consensus. So we can phrase it that way. I'll post it in the chat box then.
Okay. Yeah, I believe we don't need any voting if the entire committee is coming into consensus. We can unanimously go for this motion. Again, it's up to the executive board. So just post it in the chat box.
Yes, delegates, we are over with the time. Thank you so much for your collaboration and cooperation you had in the unmod. Okay. So please share your unmod in the chat box with us as well. And now we are again looking for the motion for mod caucuses. Yes.
Before that, parliamentary inquiry, Chairperson.
Yes, sir.
Can we alter the timings to the motion as well? Because if we're going to have it for 15 minutes, there is no 15 speakers, I believe. I mean, actively.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is also, I believe.
Yes.
That is completely up to the delegates, of course. So I would strongly suggest that delegates please alter your total speakers time to at least 8.
Point of parliamentary inquiry.
Yes.
Ma'am, can't we do like no POIs in moderated caucus topics because we have to further go for documentations also, and the time limit is for 6 o'clock only, I think.
Yes, delegates, see, if you have the time for any particular speaker if yielding allows. Okay, that is when we will look forward for POIs. I'm not making it compulsory for each and every speaker. Don't worry.
Okay then.
Okay, fine. Yes, now I'm looking for a motion to begin with Mod Caucus. Finally, this is the motion I have high hopes on. We have high hopes. Yes, Delegate of China, I see your hands raised. Whether if you have the motion.
No, sorry. It was by mistake.
Okay. Yes, Delegate of Afghanistan, followed by Delegate of Togo. You're muted, Delegate of Afghanistan.
Delegate of Afghanistan, kindly unmute your mic.
Sorry. So the delegate of Afghanistan would like to move into a moderated caucus on the topic, the role of artificial intelligence in green technology, and then uh, to to address environmental protection in the context of intellectual property rights. For the total speaker time of 8 minutes and individual speaker time of 60 seconds.
Thank you so much, Delegate. Just post it up in the chat box, okay? Yes, Delegate of Togo, you had your motion.
To formally suspend the GSI and move into a moderated caucus on a topic decided by the majority, that role of green technology for achieving green future, for a moderated caucus of 8 minutes with per speaker having 1 minute.
Delegates, I had a concern that...
Chairperson.
Yes.
For the benefit of the committee, can I second the motion raised by the delegate of Togo?
Yes, thank you so much. Appreciate it,
Yes.
Delegate. I believe consensus of the majority you had and more. And by the disappointing inactiveness of some delegates, I believe that by the discretion of the executive board, we may proceed forward with this mod caucus itself. So now we are recognizing speakers for this mod caucus. Delegate of Togo, I highly request you to just post this mod topic on the chat box, okay, so that other delegates will move forward with it. Yes, now we are looking forward for the speakers for this mod caucus topic.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, delegate.
So, ma'am, there won't be any votings on this motion raised by Togo.
Yes, by the discretion of the executive board, we have seen
Oh,
how
fine.
voting works. First four motions, yes. So by the discretion of the majority people, I believe that is the most relevant mod caucus. So yes, now I am looking forward for the speakers who wish to speak in this mod caucus. Yes, please raise your hands, delegates. After this, I would, move forward for the documentation process. Yes, delegates who wish to speak in this mod caucus, please raise your hands. I expect high majority. Delegates? Yes, all those who wish to speak in this mod caucus.
Delegates, kindly be active and participate.
Yes, exactly.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, delegate of China, you're recognized.
Point of parliamentary inquiry. Ma'am, what's the total speaker time?
It is 8 minutes.
Okay, 8 minutes. Okay, ma'am.
Thank you. Fine. So last call out to the speakers, then that's it. We'll move forward. All those who wish to speak in this smart caucus topic. Delegate of Togo, I request you to kindly tell the committee as well once again. Just repeat your mod.
It has been decided by majority to move into a mod caucus for 8 minutes with 1 minute per speaker on the role of green technologies for achieving green future.
Okay. I hope the mod caucus is clear. Now whether if we have the participants to speak. Okay, seeing still only 3 speakers, we have delegate of Afghanistan, followed by delegate of Togo, followed by delegate of Barbados, and the last speaker being delegate of China. Yes, delegate of Afghanistan, you have the floor for the next 60 seconds.
Thank you, Chair. In Afghanistan, a nation grappling with complex challenges of post conflict reconstruction and sustainable development, we are acutely aware of the urgent need to harness the innovative capabilities of AI to address environmental challenges effectively. By leveraging AI technologies in the environmental monitoring, predictive analytics, and climate modeling, we can gain new insights to our unique environmental context and develop targeted interventions to mitigate the impacts of climate change on our people and our planet. In Afghanistan, a nation striving to harness the power of innovation to address our environmental challenges, we recognize the pivotal role of intellectual property rights in driving technological innovation and fostering economic growth. Intellectual property rights provides inventors and innovators with the incentives and protection necessary to invest in the research, development, and dissemination of green technology essential for achieving environmental sustainability. In conclusion, Afghanistan urges all stakeholders to join us in navigating intellectual property rights and green technologies with the integration of AI, shared commitment to promoting innovation while ensuring environmental sustainability. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. Madam Repeater, whether if we have any time left.
Delegate, you exhausted your time.
Okay, thank you so much, Delegate. Yes, Delegate of Togo, you're recognized next.
Thank you to the Executive Board for recognizing the Delegate of Togo. The Delegate of Togo would like to emphasize on the use of green technologies for achieving sustainable and green future by addressing the environmental challenges and utilizing the resources efficiently. There needs to be stress on solar and wind power for achieving like for reducing the greenhouse emissions. We also need to trap the reduce the energy consumption and tap on green transportation such as vehicles, and also we need to reduce the waste management and use things such as the residues of bricks or ceramics for constructing houses. We also need certain investments in technology, and at most we need to share the technology and build capacity with especially with countries like Togo, which are struggling poverty and hunger. And I urge collaboration among all nations for the same.
Thank you so much, Delegate. Madam Repeater, whether if we have any time left.
The delegate has 10 seconds left.
Yes, how would you like to yield your time, Delegate of Togo?
POI.
Okay. We are recognizing at least 2 POIs for Delegate of Togo. Please raise your hands, delegates. Please make sure that you ask the questions which are compact and meaningful. Yes, Delegate of Afghanistan, you are recognized.
Thank you for the recognition. Speaking of green technology, how does Togo plans to implement green technologies in war-stricken zones, considering the fact that there are many war-stricken zones at the moment?
Yes, Delegate of Togo.
Delegate of Afghanistan is thanked for the question. Togo is taking steps for implementing green technologies, and we are not making any difference between the places where we are trying to implement these green technologies. Even in the war affected areas, we are trying to emphasize on things like traditional knowledge, and we are trying to convince the persons that they need to think about the sustainable future rather than being entrapped in conflicts. So we are taking steps for transporting that green technology, and we need support of other nations for achieving the same. Thank you.
Thank you so much, delegates. Yes, Delegate of Afghanistan, whether if you are satisfied.
Yeah, I'm satisfied. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, Delegate of Barbados, you are the next speaker. Please go ahead.
Thank you, executive body, for giving me this opportunity to confront climate change and unpredictable weather-related events. The government of Barbados launched a national strategy called Roofs to Reefs. Uh, Digitalization and the use of the data to identify hazards and set targets is a key element. The delivery of tables is part of this technology focused, data driven approach to fortifying infrastructure, promoting renewable energy, and cultivating green jobs. Uh, uh, many of many officials of the Barbados are also like to uh,
Delegate,
many.
you've exhausted your time.
Thank you so much, Delegate. First of all, we had only few people who are active in the conference that we do not want. Just a second. I believe that what we can do is we had 2 speakers left for GSL. We will immediately. Okay, no problem. Yes, other delegates who wish to add their names in GSL, Switzerland, Haiti, Luxembourg, whether if you wish, UK, United Kingdom, you are a P5 nation, although not in UNFCC. Yes, delegates, United Kingdom, Luxembourg.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, delegate of China.
Point of parliamentary inquiry.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, I believe that we can't add delegates' names for GSL in moderated caucus.
No, that is not what I'm doing, delegate. I'm calling out their names to be speakers in at least mod caucus. We have 2 speakers for GSL. If we exhaust with them, the conference will end. I'm aware.
Oh, fine.
Yes. Yes, UK, Luxembourg, Haiti, Switzerland, Bahrain, Belgium, Canada, Iceland. Delegates, please be active. At least respond whether if you wish to speak. Yes, delegates.
Yes, ma'am. We are ready.
Yes, delegate of Luxembourg. Would you like to give a speech in mod caucus?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we will add your name after China. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Delegate of United Kingdom, Haiti. Delegate of Haiti.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, whether if you would like to add your name in mod caucus.
Yes. Yes, I would like.
Just a second. I will note down. We have 2 new speakers, that is Haiti and Luxembourg after China. Okay. Yes, delegate of Belgium, delegate of Canada, Belgium. Please unmute yourself at least. Now that is what we are going to be doing. We do not want only 4 or 5 people being active. Yes, delegate of Iceland. Delegate of Iceland. Okay. No problem. At least we have 2 new speakers. Okay, delegate of China, you have the floor for the next 60 seconds. Please proceed.
Thank you, ma'am. Esteemed delegates, China stands before you today, brimming with hope for a world end tomorrow. We, like many of you, envision a future where humankind and nature exist in harmony. Green technologies are the seeds of this promising future. They are the tools that will cultivate a cleaner, healthier world for generations to come. China is dedicated to nurturing these seeds. By harnessing the power of innovation, we are fostering a new era of sustainable development. Imagine vast landscapes bathed in sunshine, powering our cities and homes. Green technologies are not merely a path to a sustainable future, they are a bridge to a brighter one. Imagine skies teeming with vibrant life, free from pollution. Imagine rivers teeming with fish, a testament to clean water. This is the legacy we can create, hand in hand. China calls on all nations to join us in this endeavor. Let us share our knowledge, our resources, and our unwavering optimism. Together, through the power of collaboration, we can cultivate a future brimming with life where both humanity and nature can flourish. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Delegate. Madam Repeater, the time, please.
Delegate has 20 seconds more. Madam Chair, the delegate has 20 seconds more.
Chair, you're muted.
Thank you so much, Delegate. Yes, Delegate of China, how would you like to yield?
Yield to comments.
Yield to comments. Fine. Of the delegate.
Chair, you are on a mute.
Exchange delegates. Yes, I had some
Can
technical
you
issues. Yes. See, thank you so much, delegate. You opted for yield to comments. No problem. All those delegates who are not aware of what this is, you just have to speak at least 2 or 3 statements on whatever speech delegate. Okay, at least 2 or 3 statements. I'm looking for at least 2 speakers for commenting on delegate of China speech. Okay, whatever feedback you wish to provide. Okay. So yes, raise your hands, delegates, all those who wish to speak.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, delegate. All those who wish to have comments, not to ask question, but to give comments on the speech given by delegate of China. Delegate of Bharat, whether if you would like to give comment on speech given by delegate of China. Yes, delegate of Bahrain. Or any other delegate of Canada, Chile, United Kingdom. Delegate of Haiti, Luxembourg, whether if you would like to give comments. Comments basically at least 2 or 3 responses or statements on a speech. Okay, no problem. Yes, delegate of Togo followed by delegate of Afghanistan. Just give a brief, very brief comment.
Delegate of China, my comment for you is that your focus of your speech was more on the technology side, but then you could have further mentioned about certain technologies which could add to like the latest technologies which could be the near future, or the like how these technologies would be like the side effects of technologies could also be considered, and that would have been much better.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, thank you so much, delegates. Appreciated the given by delegate of Togo. Yes, delegate of Afghanistan, go ahead.
I partially agree with what the delegate of Togo said, that China has addressed all the possibilities that are available, but China seems to contradict when it comes to a collaborative approach. So maybe the People's Republic of China could more focus on a collaborative approach towards attaining a unanimous solution. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you so much, delegates. Yes, delegate of China, note them down. Okay, fine. Now we have delegate of Luxembourg on the floor. Delegate of Luxembourg, please move forward. You have the floor for the next 60 seconds. Yes, delegate of Luxembourg. Delegate of Luxembourg.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Yes, no problem.
But the
Go
reason
ahead.
all delegates and guests, climate change is long-term shift in the Earth average temperature and weather condition, and climate change has been the causes by human activities. IPCC said that mainly form of the wind spread has of fossil fuels, coal, oil, gas in homes, factories, and transports. And during COP 26, Luxembourg joined the global methane pledge, GMS. And its commitment to contribute to collective effort to reduce global methane emission. So in December 2020, Luxembourg published its
Delegate,
first.
you've exhausted your time.
Okay.
Madam, you can conclude. Delegate of Luxembourg, you can conclude. Last statement. Delegate of Luxembourg, if you want to. Yes, yes. Last statement.
So in December 2020, Luxembourg published its first climate law that established the obligation to reduce greenhouse gas emission in the Grand Duchy by 55% by 2030. Transposes the objective of climate neutrality at the latest for 2020 international scale.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much, delegate. Yes, delegate of Haiti, you are the next speaker. Go ahead. Yes, delegate of Haiti.
Yes, I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Republic of Haiti faces daunting challenges from climate change. Climate change poses significant challenges to Haiti's sustainable development and threatens the well-being of its population. Vulnerable to rising sea level and extreme weather, it suffers from increased hurricanes and flooding, exacerbating poverty and instability. Coastal erosion, deforestation, and agriculture destruction worsen the situation. To combat this, Haiti needs resilient infrastructure, sustainable agriculture, ecosystem restoration, education, and international cooperation. By acting on these fronts, Haiti can build resilience and ensure a sustainable future for its people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, delegate. Yes, Madam Repeater, whether if we have any time left.
The delegate has exhausted the time.
Thank you so much. Now, although we can proceed forward with the motions, but first of all, delegate of Switzerland, United Kingdom, Bahrain, do you have anything to speak?
Delegates, it's a reminder that this shall be counted for your marks and scoring. So use this opportunity to participate.
Fine, no problem. Yes, last call out. Delegate of Switzerland, United Kingdom, Canada, Bahrain. No responses. Delegate of Switzerland, United Kingdom, Delegate of Afghanistan, raise your hand. To what point, sir?
Does the draft resolution has particular, sorry, it's a point of parliamentary inquiry.
Yes, sir.
So coming, since the moderated caucus topics are over, I'm raising this question as to how many sponsors is the executive board expecting for a particular draft resolution?
Yes. Really required question. It is two, maximum two sponsors. That's it.
Thank you, Chair.
Yes. Okay, fine. Now we are looking forward for the motions for the final documentation processes. Yes, delegates. Just a second. Okay, now we are looking forward for the motions for the final documentation processes. Yes, delegate of China, you have raised your hand. To what motion, sir?
Thank you, Executive Board, for your recognition. With the prior permission of EB, the delegate of China would like to raise a motion to suspend this debate and move for a documentation process. Thank you, ma'am.
Documentation process. Thank you so much, sir. Yes, delegate of Afghanistan, followed by delegate of Togo and Barbados. Yes, delegate of Afghanistan.
I would like to second the motion raised by the delegate of China.
Yes, thank you so much. Delegate of Togo.
Delegate of Togo also thirds the motion raised by delegate.
Okay, although you would have just spoken second the motion, that is the usual purpose. Okay, we have got the point. You second the motion, no problem. Yes, delegate of Barbados, you are recognized next. To what motion, sir?
I would also like to recognize the motion of the China, delegate of China.
Would like to second. Okay, thank you so much, sir. Yes, delegate of China, to what point you have raised your hand?
Actually, ma'am, it will be better if you give us some time before the documentation process. Actually, we are not over with our documentations or anything like that. So we want some time before documentation.
Yes, exactly the reason why I asked for motions. You could have asked for unmod, but it's fine. We have actually opened by the consensus. We have at least 2 to 3 people seconding the motion raised by delegate of China. So I do not think so. We require voting purpose to be done for documentation process as it is a necessity. So by the discretion of the executive board, we are finally in documentation round. And whether if we require an unmod, you have to raise your motion for an unmod in a proper format. Yes, delegate of China, you have raised your hand.
Thank you, Executive Board, for your recognition. With the prior permission of EB, the delegate of People's Republic of China would like to raise a motion for an unmod for 15 minutes.
Okay, yes. Delegate of
Actually,
Afghanistan,
20
anything to
minutes.
say?
Sorry, ma'am. 20 minutes. Change that to 20 minutes.
Okay, got the
Sorry.
point. Unmod for 20 minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
Parliamentary
I
inquiry,
would,
Chairperson.
yes, delegate.
Doesn't the documentation process include the time for preparing the draft resolution? So we are not discussing the draft resolution, right? So an unmod is again basically the same.
Yes, I get the point. What I would suggest is that at least you have few moments before we actually start discussing about the draft resolution. So I request the delegates to alter the time for at least, let us take 12 to 15 minutes, 15 minutes max, and then we will proceed forward to discuss the draft resolution. Don't make it too huge. Make it in a brief manner and a productive manner to give consensus to the committee. Okay. So I would request delegate of China for considering 15 minutes, and I hope other delegates agree with that.
Yes, ma'am. Considered.
Yes. So yes, other delegates who wish to second this motion or have any other motion? Yes, delegate of Afghanistan.
Seconds to the motion.
Okay. Yes, delegate of Barbados, you have raised your hand.
Seconds to the motion of China.
Okay, now finally we are in unmod for the next 15 minutes. Best of luck, delegates. Give this committee a productful solution.
So
Uh,
delegates. Okay, China, go ahead. Okay, fine.
no, actually, I want to ask that if we can share our screen.
Okay, but
Okay, just
we are
a
not
second.
discussing the draft resolution right now.
No, you have to discuss the draft resolution right now.
I mean, we are not going to introduce the draft resolution to the committee, right, Chairperson? We are not officially going
Okay,
to read
fine.
the resolution.
Okay, by the consensus. Okay, fine. Just make a draft resolution that is made by the consensus, so that at least it would be like a press document. Okay, just share it on my Gmail, all of you. Once you have prepared it, just discuss about what you have got.
Also,
Ma'am, can you please
Chairperson,
provide your ma'am, can you please provide your mail ID in official group?
What is the query?
yes, Chairperson. So, since many of the participants are inactive, I couldn't look for signatories. Like, is that an issue? Like, you need
See,
signatories?
I get the point. At 4 signatories, at least 4 to 5 signatories, and that would be.
Okay, Chairperson, I'll take care of it. Thank you.
As well as delegates, I request everyone, if possible, to join that unofficial group so that I can send draft resolution to that group. In that group, if possible, then please join that group. Delegate of Afghanistan.
Yes,
Hello.
China.
Yeah, have you prepared any draft resolution?
Yes, I have prepared. It is
Actually,
actually
I have. Yeah.
it's actually done. So I'll share it for the benefit of the committee.
No, actually, I have also prepared a draft resolution.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you please share that draft resolution with me?
Yeah, I'm posting it in the group for the benefit of the committee. No problem.
Uh, Please post that in unofficial group, not in official group.
Well, by procedure, we have to notify the other delegates as well because they have the opportunity to raise point of orders, point of information. So I got to share it. So
No. When we will be entering into the formal draft resolution, when we will be like draft time, when
I
will
mean,
be
I
the
need
time coming for
signatories to my draft resolution, delegate. So I
what?
have to proceed with that. So if you have any queries, let me know.
Okay, just post it in the group.
Yes, sure.
What I was thinking is, hello.
Yes, China,
Yeah,
you're audible.
Afghanistan. Yeah, what I was thinking is we have two DRs, I suppose. Yeah, we have two DRs in the committee. If we both propose our DRs separately, then might the committee will be fail. What I suggest is we shall mix our both DR and provide one more productive DR to the committee.
Uh, China, you can
I
go
like
through
to.
my resolution. Yes, Togo.
I also have a draft resolution since I was not part of any of the groups, so I did not know how to go about it.
Okay, Togo, you have a draft resolution. So we have 3 draft resolutions. So what I'm saying is, I have posted my draft resolution in the WhatsApp group. Go through it. It's a quite comprehensive one. And if everybody is okay with that, we'll adopt it unanimously. What do you say? It's up to your wishes, delegates. Just a suggestion. It's not forcing anybody.
Delegate of Afghanistan and China, can you please resend your Diaz?
Sure,
Method?
delegate, sure.
Afghanistan.
Yes, Sena.
What I was to you, are you ready to merge both Diaz? The one which I make
That
and the
is what
one which you make?
yes. If you're gonna, even if you're gonna merge it, I believe that my 3-page resolution has a comprehensive solution to all the things that you have discussed. So go through it. If you wish to be a signatory and unanimously adopt this resolution, you're most welcome. That is my stance.
Fine.
Uh,
Togo, I would like
Delegate
to
of
extend the invitation.
Afghanistan,
Yes,
yes,
Togo.
you were saying something.
Yes, Togo. Yeah, the invitation goes for you as well. If you want to unanimously adopt, you can just go through my resolution. It's there in the WhatsApp group. I've shared it.
I was proposing to delegate of Afghanistan that probably we both can collaborate and have a draft resolution, because that lengthy draft resolution is something more difficult to be passed. So we can have a shorter draft resolution if you agree.
If you wish to contribute to the existing resolution, okay, delegate, but the resolution is ready. We can't make changes to it right now. But see, I mean, the reason why I usually draft only 1-page or 2-page resolution, but since we have to cover what and all we have discussed in the context of the vast agenda that we have, I had to draft this for the benefit of the committee. That's it.
Togo. Delegate of Togo, are you here?
Yes, I'm just posting my draft.
Yeah,
Yes, I'm
please share
just
it with
sharing
us.
it. I've just joined the one of the groups and I'm just sharing it.
Delegates,
Yes,
a reminder that
delegates.
you have 4 more minutes.
Okay, thank you so much, reporter. Okay, you have 4 more minutes, delegates. What we can do is we have 2 drafts, it seems. So each of the author for the draft give us at least very brief points, very brief special points about your draft resolution, and based on that we can have voting. Okay.
Chairperson, should we do it now or
Are all the delegates prepared with their draft resolutions? It seems that yes. Whether if you require much more time.
I would be requiring 2 minutes to add the signatories.
Okay,
Me
so
too.
no problem. You still have 4 more minutes as informed by the repeater. Go ahead. What we can do, just reduce the time to 2 minutes. You have 2 more minutes now. Then we will proceed forward with the documentation.
Fine, ma'am.
Haiti and Luxembourg, do you wish to be a signatory? United Kingdom and France to the draft resolution 1.0 raised by Afghanistan? You can just say an yes. I can just note your names. Haiti, United Kingdom, France, Switzerland.
Delegates, please respond. Signatory as in the sense whether if you would like to collaborate.
Signatory.
Yes, Switzerland has raised their hand in the group. Afghanistan,
Okay.
you may note it down.
Sure,
Yes,
Chairperson.
we are over with the 2 minutes granted to you all. Now, finally, we may proceed forward with the final documentation process. What we can do is, for the betterment of the time constraints, just give at least 2 or 3 key points your draft resolution have. That is Afghanistan and China. Each one of you give 2 or 3 special key points your resolution is covering. Okay, we already have your draft resolution. And other delegates, if you have any amendments or any questions, you can raise your hands.
Point of parliamentary inquiry, my draft resolution is also there in the group. That also could be considered.
Which delegate is this?
Delegate of Togo.
Okay, yes, thank you so much, delegate. So we have 3 draft resolutions, good to know. So after every 2 to 3 key points they are specified for the draft resolution, after that you can suggest amendments or you can ask questions. Other delegates, you have the draft resolutions in the group chat, so go ahead with them. Yes, delegate of People's Republic of China, to what point?
Parliamentary inquiry, ma'am. Can you please extend mod to 5 more minutes?
No,
As
delegate,
we lobby for signatories.
No, sorry, delegate, but due to time constraints, we cannot
Movement
do
of the
that.
committee.
Yes, delegate of Afghanistan.
For the
Parliamentary
first
inquiry, Chairperson, I've mailed you a copy and I've also sent one in the WhatsApp group. I hope that is sufficient.
Thank you so much, delegate. Yes, that is sufficient. Delegate of China, I understand your concern, but at least even if you have 4 to 5 signatories, I will consider that. We will consider that. No worries. It will still be discussed in the conference as you have done a lot of hard work for that. So don't worry about it. I hope that is clear.
Point of parliamentary inquiry, if you could repeat your email in the group, I'm unable to access the same.
Pardon, ma'am. Yes, please repeat your concern.
It is requested by the delegate of Togo to kindly reshare your email. I'm unable to trace your email to
Okay,
send the
yes, no
draft
problem.
resolution.
You can also share it in the WhatsApp group. Don't worry about it. I'll once again share my email just in case. So I believe now finally the floor is open for documentation. Extremely apologies, delegate of China, but due to time constraints, we cannot do it. So what we will do is we have 3 draft resolutions, and so that we will one by one as the author, author list. You have the liberty, the authors I'm talking about, to give 2 or 3 special key points about your draft, and after every key points or speeches given, other delegates, you have the floor to ask them questions after recognition granted. So yes, delegates, first of all, we have delegate of Afghanistan's draft resolution as received. So delegate of Afghanistan, introduce your special 3 key points about a draft resolution, and then we will proceed forward with either amendments or questions. Yes.
Thank you, Chairperson. So I would like to brief my the draft resolution into simple points, and I hope you will all vote for it at the end. So basically, Afghanistan proposes for green economic policy strategies and incentives aimed at the implementation and fostering sustainable production and consumption patterns. In the sense, opting for a green-based or a green technology-based society where we will be enabling the intervention of technology, also with the concern for the green future that we are proposing in the committee. And secondly, coming to the intellectual property rights, where incentives have to be provided to the innovators and inventors who are bringing models or who are bringing uh, solutions to the a crisis that we are currently facing. So, I mean, intellectual property rights have to be provided for them, and it should be governed by international law itself. And provision has to be made for the such governance, so that intellectual property rights might reach the innovators and inventors. That is point number two. And artificial intelligence. So, artificial intelligence, though it has many risks, we have to strive to eliminate all those risks, and therefore integrate artificial intelligence into environmental governance, where we will be governing and monitoring environmental issues, and obtaining solutions through the help of artificial intelligence, which will provide us in the future very innovative solutions. And these three are my key points which we have discussed, and I hope everybody will vote for draft resolution 1.0 raised by Afghanistan. Thank you, Chairperson.
Thank you so much, Delegate. Appreciate it. And all those who wish to ask question or give amendments, that is suggestion to the Delegate of Afghanistan to make any sort of changes, raise your hands. Just go through their draft resolution. They have already shared it in the group. Raise your hands. And I have received two more draft resolutions from Belgium and from one more delegate. So let us look forward to what we can do. Yes, any other questions for the draft resolution raised by Delegate of Afghanistan, or any amendments or changes? Okay, seeing none. Delegate of China, please give us your 2 to 3. Wait. Tajikistan, to what point you have raised your hand?
I
Yes.
have raised my hand.
Delegate of Tajikistan? Okay, seeing no responses. Yes, Delegate of China, go ahead. Yes, Delegate of China.
Actually, for Afghanistan state.
Okay, you wish to ask question.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am, for the recognition. So, Delegate of Afghanistan, you in your DR, you have mentioned about intellectual property. Delegate of Afghanistan, are you aware that your country faces challenges? Your country only protecting property rights related to environmental innovations. According to a report by USTR in 2020, Afghanistan's legal framework for intellectual property protection remains underdeveloped, with weak enforcement mechanisms and limited capacity to address infringement issues, hindering innovation and investment in environmentally sustainable technologies. This is how Afghanistan deals with intellectual property. So how can you like justify about that you are it will maintain intellectual property rights or etc like this?
Yes, Delegate of Afghanistan, please go ahead.
People's Republic of China, you have confused yourself with multiple questions. So I would like you to ask you to point out to which clause you are referring to, and how do you relate to it to Afghanistan being an underdeveloped country? Because intellectual property right has to be governed by international law, is the suggestion given by the delegate of Afghanistan.
Okay.
And
First of all,
what exactly is the issue that he is raising?
Speak in between, no cross talks, okay? I believe that Delegate of Afghanistan is asking to Delegate of China for what clause? Okay. China, please clarify.
Yeah, I am saying Afghanistan that Afghanistan's remain underdeveloped in intellectual property rights, and my source is an article that was published by USTR in 2020. Thank you.
Yes, so it's not about a specific clause, it's about the entire documentation.
I would like to respond that People's Republic of China is relying on an article rather than official governmental reports. So that is irrelevant. Thank you, Chairperson.
Thank you so much, Delegate. Delegate of China, just share your source and we will look forward to that, okay? Fine. Delegate of China, you are the next.
Personal privilege
Yes.
chairperson. His question has to be posted as well via the chat box.
Yes, sir. Please repeat your concern. To what point, first of all?
It's a personal privilege chairperson. I want the People's Republic of China's delegate to post the question in the chat box because he has
Okay.
confused himself. That's why.
That we will look into too.
Fine.
Yes, delegate of China, just share your question, okay, and your source as well. We will look forward. Yes, delegate of China, you are the next author. Just
Able to find signatory, 4 to 5 signatories.
I believe they are having network issues. Yes, no problem. Delegate of Togo, a delegate of China, we will look forward to your recognition later on. Delegate of Togo, you're the next author. Please go ahead.
Am I audible? Thank you, the chair, for giving this opportunity and recognizing the draft resolution to be heard. The delegate of Togo would like to point towards three key points in my draft resolution. The agenda of my draft resolution is embracing green technology for sustainable urban development and green economics. The key point is, firstly, it would focus on human rights, which are the key reasons why we are having climate change dialogue and this COP30. So those human rights needs to be the key point that we need to focus. Then further, it is talking about sustainability and smart city planning along with research, development, and investment and collaboration for the same. So that these points can be only achieved if we, as one global village, focus on these agendas. The third key point that my uh, 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 draft resolution is talking about is to focus on things such as the side effects of technology, or the steps that we are taking towards for our future. For instance, in the past, there was a focus that we should not be cutting trees and should be focusing on plastic. And now we know how plastic is a big problem. So the draft resolution is also talking about addressing and being warnful of these circumstances. And I am also ready, if the draft resolution is incorporated with any other draft resolutions, I am ready to uh, be signatory to those draft resolutions if these 3 points are covered in the same.
Thank you so much, delegate of Togo. Yes, now we have delegate of Belgium's draft resolution on the floor as well. Before that, delegate of Afghanistan, yes, you have your hands raised.
Chairperson, I have 2 points of orders to the draft
Great.
resolution.
Yes. To which draft resolution, sir?
To the
Togo.
draft resolution raised by Togo, yes.
Yes, please go ahead.
Number one, the draft resolution does not notify who is the sponsor to the draft resolution. That is number one. Secondly, the agenda itself is completely changed in the draft resolution. We had a comprehensive agenda, but then again, the delegate has changed the agenda itself. That is my 2 points of orders.
Great. Thank you so much, delegate.
Can I
Delegate
answer
of
the
Togo?
same?
No. See, first of all, this order is in order. It is ruled by delegate of Afghanistan. That is the most specific part you have to maintain in a draft resolution. So it is an order. And delegate of Togo, it would be better if you alter the changes. Okay. Fine. Now, delegate of Belgium, you have also shared your draft resolution. Whether if you have anything to hear from you, any key points. Delegate of Belgium. Delegate of Belgium. Yes, Delegate of Afghanistan, you have your hands raised.
Points of order for the draft resolution of Belgium. If Belgium would not like to expand on the resolution more.
Okay. Delegate of Afghanistan, I believe that they are not present in the conference, but please share your point of orders in the chat box. I'm pretty much sure they will be relevant.
Sure, Chairperson.
Yes, thank you so much. Now the last author, Delegate of China, please share your 3 key points and then we will proceed forward for the voting. Yes, Delegate of China.
Hello.
Yes, you're audible. Please share your 3 key points about your draft.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, I haven't find my 3 to 4 signatories for my draft resolution. Therefore, I am moving back my draft resolution, and I find that Afghanistan's draft resolution covers my points, my draft resolution's points. So I am going with that draft resolution only.
Got it. Thank you so much, Delegate. So now finally we have the draft resolutions discussed in a very minor way. Yes, Delegate of China.
Ma'am, actually, I have a question to Togo.
You have a question for the draft resolution of Togo. Yes, Togo, please
Yes, ma'am.
unmute. Yes, go ahead.
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so delegate, you have stated that your draft resolution covers points about green economic initiatives like that. Delegate, are you aware that despite your commitment to sustainable development, you have struggled to allocate sufficient resources towards your renewable energy projects, and this has been stated by your Minister of Energy in a press conference on May 15. This is how you lack of investment in your own green economic initiatives. Please justify.
Yes, Delegate of
Thank you,
Togo.
Delegate of China. I would want to tell you that I'm not aware of that speech given by the minister. However, in my draft resolution, I have spoken about collaborating with the other countries to address the common issue of climate change. So, irrespective of the resources that we have as of today, if we unite and provide more resources, then we will be able to allocate more resources and address bigger issues as pointed out by you.
Thank you so much,
Need to follow.
delegates. No, night. Okay. First of all, Delegate of Afghanistan, your point of orders are in order. Good going. Secondly, now we will move forward for voting for the draft resolutions. We have 3 draft resolutions on the floor, 2 of them being highly point of order. So first of all, we will vote for draft resolution proposed by Delegate of Afghanistan. All those who are in favor of this draft, please raise your hands now. All
Can
those
I
who favor.
request Delegate of Afghanistan to include the 3 points which were there in the draft resolution of Togo?
Delegate of Togo, that is not how it works. You could have at least suggested amendments, and you did not also ask for, any point which you required. You did not ask for permission of the executive board while speaking. So still, see, that is not how it works now. They have put forward a draft resolution, but still, if you wish to be a signatory for the draft, we will consider it. Okay. Yes, all those who wish for the draft resolution of Afghanistan to be passed, please raise your hands. Delegates, please raise your hands. We need to make this committee successful. If you do not raise your hands, any draft would be failed. Yes, delegates. Okay, we have only 3 people voting for the draft resolutions. All those who opted for present and voting also, delegates, you have to compulsorily vote. You have 2 more drafts left. Okay, so please vote. We have only 3 voters for the draft resolution. put forward by delegate of Afghanistan. So clearly, this draft resolution fails. Yes. Secondly, we have delegate of Togo's draft resolution.
The personal privilege chairperson, actually, the delegate of Switzerland said they're going to vote for the resolution since they have network
Okay.
issues.
Fine, I will note that. So we had 4 voters. Wait.
Ma'am, I think that special majority is 6, right?
No, what we can do, we have presently only 7 delegates. Okay. So I believe only 4 votes have been given, right? So, Madam Reputer, do you believe that this draft resolution shall be passed?
Madam Chair,
Madam
we can
Reputer.
go by the simple majority since we have very less participants right now.
Okay, so by the consensus, should we make this draft resolution as passed? Yes, Madam Reputer.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Yes. Congratulations, delegate. Delegate of Afghanistan. Your draft
Thank you.
resolution has been passed.
Thank
Yes.
you, Chairperson.